together out there with your boys, Stories with V. At this time, family, y'all know what I need y'all to do for us, man. Like, share, comment, and I repeat, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. If you new to the platform, welcome. Y'all know the motto by now, man. Kick back, relax. I got the rest of the show from here. AV Mob, let's get them, let's get them. Let's go. What's up, Mob? We back at them again, man. Kicking it off from the top. 3 wicked and wild stories, man. And these stories right here, y'all do not want to miss. So sit back, relax. Let's dive into them. Boom. Kicking it off from the top, man. Story number 1. This situation right here, man, was a mind blower to me, man. It was actually mind boggling because it showed you how a person can be targeted at one point and then they turn around and become the prey. So boom, we got these 3 Caucasian dudes. They coming up in a good household, good parents, good life. I'm talking about everything that you wanted in a household these kids had. And it also stood out to me that how you can come from success, you can come from good stock, you can come from good genes, and you always going to want to chase things that are either bothering you or things that are out of your realm. Let me break it down to you. So now, these dudes, for real, they kind of, I'm not going to say had it hard as far as lifestyle, but they had it hard as far as how dudes treated them outside. So, of course, you know, they being picked on because they want to do the right thing. They going to school. They playing sports. They wasn't the most popular kids at the school. Let's just say that. So, boom. Now, they growing up. They doing they 1-2. They getting picked on, so forth and so on. So, now we get to a point to where, though, I want to say, I can't remember the name, whatever it is when you in your second year of high school. So now, they in their second year of high school, they doing their thing. They ends up getting them a job. They working a summer job. All 3 of them got cars. And plus, like I told you, they was spoiled rotten, so they was still getting allowance money from their parents. So one day, they cool and chilling. They goes to the football game on their way home. They end up getting jacked. Now, when the little dude spin around the corner, he don't play no games with him. Come straight out the hit, man. Kick that shit out. Y'all know what time it is. So now, the little 3 dudes, they sitting right there stuck, startled, don't know what to do. Of course, now, they not going to give up no buck. They not going to give up no resistance. Now, the little dude that's working the joint, he got that look in his eyes like, I'm not playing. Y'all already know what time it is. Whole time, the 3 little dudes, they end up complying. They go in their pocket, take out their stuff. They hands it over, they go home. But now, when they get home and they sit down and start reflecting on the day, of course, they get to the point, they go through all the emotions, sad, angry, but now they at the mad stage. So they like, man, I'm tired of this, man. They not ready to keep treating us like this, man. Every time, man, we don't do nothing to nobody, man. We don't bother nobody, man. And a motherfucker gonna just come take out shit like that. Fuck no, we need to become the ones that's taking stuff. So, whoa, now they done just got into a character change. And this is striking a thought in their mind because they like, shit, man, somebody done did it to us. We might as well go out and do it to somebody else. But this is what stood out to me. They were smart enough to realize, listen, man, all right, if we gonna start robbing dudes like we just got robbed, what made them peoples rob us? So now they start to reflect. What stood out about us that made us look like a target, that made somebody feel like, you know what, we can get them 3 type dudes. So like I told you, they were smart. They always was in their books. They sit back, they put their 3 heads together. They start to genuinely list out the characteristics that made them stand out as targets. Now, I don't know if y'all notice or not, but it's certain statistics and evaluations that when criminals do something to somebody, it's a reason why they did it. Like, man, they wasn't paying attention. Their head was down. They wasn't the most physically fit. It's something that stand out to a target it's something that stand out to a victim that a target identifies with that say, man, let me get you. So now once they come up with the list, they start to put the plan together. Listen, we only gonna rob dudes that move like this. And what's so crazy is, just like how they say, when you a gang member and you go out, you looking for yourself in the mirror, this is exactly what they start to do. They only gonna rob dudes that move and operate like them. So now, I lie to y'all not. They put all their money together. Like I told you, they was already spoiled rotten, and they was still getting a land with some money. They puts all their money together. They buy their first little 1-2. They get them a little 22 Dillinger. Now, I don't know if y'all know what a Dillinger is. This is a little weapon that shoot out 2 rounds at one time, right? So, boom. He go grab a little 22 for real. So now when they come out, they go get their first target. But on their very first mission, they ends up freezing up. They jump out the car. Now this is how they going to target it, right? They want to rob dudes at the school that's selling a little bit of grass, but that's laid back. They know this is not their lane, that they supposed to be out here hustling, but they just moving around on campus. Boom. They ends up robbing a couple of them dudes. They end up start to graduate from that and just start robbing civilians outside of college campus. So now, let's just say they rack up about 7 robberies. They get to the point to where as though they stacking the money up. And this is how much of a I don't want to say green they was, but how much of a team they was. Every time they did a robbery, they would get the money, stash it out. I mean, or break it down. You get your half, you get your half, you get your half. Then we gonna all put some money into the pot and stash it. So they stashing it at one of the little dudes' houses behind the dryer. Why they doing this? I don't know. Because y'all done already jacked the dude. Y'all done already took all the belongings. Y'all might as well just split all the money up down the middle. Don't go back in and have a saving robbery pot. I just didn't understand that. So boom, they got the money here behind the dryer. So they racks up the court documents, say 10 robberies. So now somehow, some way, they chilling. I guess they go to school one day. Mama Love in the house. She running through the house doing her little daily cleanup. She gets down to the basement. She get to the basement. Y'all already know what happened next. She trying to sweep behind the dryer, or she move it out. Something fell behind the dryer that she was trying to get to. Y'all already know what she find. They got them like a little bag. They got the money inside of a bag. The bag is wrapped up. She grabbed a bag and she lifted up from behind the dryer. She just started to see money falling out. Of course, now she loses her mind. What the fuck is going on here? And it's kind of like mixed dirty money. And when I say dirty money, meaning like it's wrinkled, it's little dirty bills, 5, 10s, 1s, 20s. So she like, man, where did this money come from? So now she going all through the house. She asks his sister, is this yours? Of course not. She asked the husband, you know, you got something going on that you want to tell me? He like, man, what is you talking about? She dumped the money on the bed. He like, whoa, you got something you trying to tell me? So now, of course, once you process of elimination, she already know that it's the son. When the son get home from school, she start to question him. But the part that I missed is, once she already done asked everybody in the household, she already put the conclusion together that her son doing something illegal. She don't know what it is. And it's crazy that as a parent, you would just go directly to calling the police. Like, you ain't going to sit shorty down. Hey, listen, Johnny, what are you out here doing? We need to have a talk. She called the police, so the police is already at the house. And then they tell the mother, don't tell your son that we here. Just tell him come home, whatever the case may be. Mama Love jump on the phone. She call the son, tell him come home ASAP. It's an emergency. He come through the door. He see 2 police officers sitting right there in the living room. He like, Mom, you know what? What's going on? She, Jimmy, I want to talk to you. What is going on? I found this money, so forth and so on. So now he gets so scared because they found the pistol down there too. So now he gets so scared, of course, he started to confess. Well, I mean, listen, we did X, Y, and Z, because now the police is threatening him with prison time. Like, listen, man, if you don't tell us exactly what's going on, because in the police mind, they thought he was probably selling drugs. You got a weapon, you got dirty money. Okay, the weapon is to protect the money. You got the money from selling narcotics. We just ain't able to find the narcotics. But they got the drug dug in the house too. So he going around, he like, man, there ain't no drugs in here. We was robbing dudes. So now they like, who is we? He end up telling on his 2 homeboys. So now the police send the cars out there. They go grab the rest of the homeboys. All 3 of them get down to Lord District for real, and they serve their time for the robberies. But when I ran across it, I'm like, yo, are you serious? This is why everything ain't for everybody, man. You know, sometimes you just got to stay in your lane and do your thing, man. But wicked and wild situations. With that being said, family, let's jump into story number 2. Now, my story number 2. This was another quick one, but a wild one, man. And this is how things can go left and from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye. So now we got these 2 little dudes for real. They growing up around the way. They ends up wanting to jump off the porch. They want to get into the robbery gang. Now, they watching it from the sideline at first. They just watching other dudes around their way put they 1-2 down. So now they go out. They get on count to start hitting the pack. They start hitting the pack, run their money up. They buy their first joint with the very first day that they get their weapon. They go meet the guy that they ready buy from. They score from him. They shoot back round the way. They get back round the way. They go on the track. They in there cool, and I do not know why people do this shit, and I'm guilty of doing this. Me and my homeboys, when you get it, you all in the mirror, you all looking, how I look, oh, I'm going to do it like this. Oh, you already know what time it is. I'm going to hit the corner. It's going down. So now they in there really, they not playing around, but they playing around like they playing with the motherfucker. Man, I'm going to come off the hip like this, how I look, dummy. So whole time they in there doing whatever they doing, they looking at the motherfucker, but it's like a trigger, it's like a hairpin joint. So somehow, some way, enough pressure goes on to the trigger, the goddamn joint end up going off. When the joint goes off, the one homeboy got it like this looking, and I don't know why the fuck he was doing this. The other homeboy is looking down the barrel of that motherfucker, but he talking to his homeboy too. So when it go off, y'all already know the rest, man. 1 + 1 = 2. End up head tapping the little dude, man. He out for the count. He ends up clearing out. This is how wicked and wild they get. Shorty that's holding it, he know what he do. So already, as soon as the joint go off, he drop it, but his homeboy fall down to the ground too. So he starts standing over his homeboy. He gets so scared, he go in his pocket. He call the police. The police arrive on the scene. I don't know what he expected to tell these guys or what he thought the story was going to be. I don't know. He ends up, the police get right there. They want to know what happened. He tell them what happened. Now, of course, he's going to jail for murder because his homeboy is gone. But yeah, man, wicked and wild situation. And Shorty end up getting booked for that, and his homeboy end up passing away. And Shorty still booked till this very day, man. Till this very day, all over nothing. They never even got to get started on the goddamn journey. But with that being said, man, that's why I tell y'all, man, say no to the streets, man. It ain't worth it. Wicked and wild situations. With that being said, family, thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you forever locked in with your boy, Stories with V. At this time, one more time for me, Mob. Like, share, comment, and I repeat, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We'll be at 100K in no time from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of y'all, man. AV Mob, hit it. Let's get them. Let's go.